Alright, so another short vid. So this vid is about the concept of seeing what personality corresponds with, whatever role or character that, or title that you assume or that is attached to you, right? And are you the same person in each case, right? So I'm using myself as an example. These are just some, examples, right? So this is, you, right? And then these are all the labels, titles, positions, roles, characters, whatever you want to, use to describe it. But, you're a friend, I'm a friend, I'm a teacher, I'm a son, I'm black, I'm an intern, I'm a student, I'm a man, I'm a brother, I'm a stranger, and, I'm Quentin, right? So I'll go through each one just to kind of, tell you or kind of show what I mean. So, let's start, with, I'll do my name last, right? So let's go clockwise. So friend, right? So when I'm somebody's friend, am I, am I showing the same characteristics that I would show to someone I'm not a friend to? When you are with your friend, you might crack jokes in a different way, or you might, talk in a different way, or have different mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? You might be more informal with your friends, things like that. And, your gestures might be, more jokingly or friendly, right? Me personally, I'm not much different between, being a friend to someone and not being a friend to someone. But, and I'll kind of dive into it a little bit more as when I get to stranger. But, when I'm with my friends, I do say I'm a little bit more informal in certain regards, right? But I'm still overall at the core myself, right? I still show all the same traits across the board. And moving on to teacher, right? Whenever I'm teaching someone, I like to explain it the way I would explain it to myself. And I take notes and I write stuff down in the way that, if I didn't know what this was, I'll be able to catch on and understand whatever I wrote down. That's how I take notes. I don't, paraphrase or abridge my notes or abbreviate. You know what I'm saying? I even write notes next to the notes to understand what it is. When you're teaching somebody, you make analogies and you say certain things a certain way, and you get the person to relate to, what you're saying. But in my opinion, that's what a teacher does. And, I love trying to explain stuff to people and even to my own self whenever I'm learning new things. And I'm a son, I'm my mama's son, my daddy's son. And I will say, with my dad, I'm basically just about the same thing, overall across the board. My mom, not entirely the same, but, it's getting there. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting there, making waves. It's not so necessarily that I act different. It's that I'm more reserved, right? I keep some, I keep some to myself, right? So I'm a little bit more reserved, but overall, my mama raised me. She still know I'm the same. I've always been the same since I was a child. And I'm black, right? African American. I don't even like saying that, but I got melanin, my pigmentation, whatever science you want to use to describe me. But black, I didn't put it on here, but we could talk about like political or the social status, what black really means in America and stuff like that. You can get into that. I don't really care for all that, but I'll just say black because everybody knows everybody knows what you're talking about when you say black. So, and then as me being, genetically or biologically, melanated or African or whatever, you know, there's also, you know, culture, traditions, and stereotypes and stuff that come with that. And, the problems that you have to face with being black in the environments that you're in and the people that you're around. And, thick and thin, through thick and thin, I've never seen my skin color to be an adversity or a challenge just because Not that I see everybody as the same, because I know we're all different. As I just stated, biologically and genetically, my body is just, I ain't gonna get into all that. But, you know, um, when I'm around people that aren't black, I don't act any less like black. I don't act any less like myself. When I'm around black people that's blacker than me, and when I say blacker than me, stereotypically from the hood, stuff like that, I don't act any different than I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to talk any different. I don't dress, different for certain people. I don't do that. And, moving on to intern, like when I'm at work, I wear stuff that's comfortable, that I like. I keep professional while still being myself. I'm learning, and I work around them, but white people anyway. So it doesn't matter if they like me or not. It doesn't matter how they view me. It matters if I do a good job. And, I've been doing a great job. So as an intern, I stay myself, man. Although I am hella reserved. Like, you would have to come, like, I'm not going to say force a conversation out of me. But, I'll talk to you, but I'm not going to talk to you, I'm saying, about, like, personal life and stuff like that. Because, one, they're a lot older than me. Two, they're white. And, it's also, like I said, the environment where I'm at. So, I'm in the South and stuff like that. But, I'm a student. It's kind of same scenario with the intern stuff, but, you're around people your age, so you get to be a little bit more informal, a little bit more open. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a man, so you want to be masculine. You know what I'm saying? You wanna take pride in that. You know what I'm saying? You're a man, and, you want to be the best man that you can be. Stuff like that. So I think that's pretty important. I'm not gonna put my manliness, my manhood, my masculineness, whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with all that, feminine, sad, sorry, soft shit. I'm not with that. I'm a man. That's just how I am. And, a brother, right? I'm also a brother. And, however my sister sees me, and making sure I'm being the best person I can, a supporting person I can be and stuff like that. And then a stranger, how strangers see me, right? How strangers see me, because, you start off as a stranger to, you're walking down the street, you start off as a stranger, they don't know you. And the first impressions mean a lot. And my first impression, you can basically get, basically a gist of who I am. But not, it's like going to, Books A Million and picking up a book, and you look at the cover and you look at the back and you read it. Was basically talking to me. You get to read a little synopsis, right? The title might not be as catchy, and the cover might not be as, exuberant, but the contents inside the book are some of the most compelling things you'll ever find within my own self, right? And then Quentin, it's about who do I see myself as, and what does that name mean to me, right? My name, all of these things combined fall under my name personally. And then my name falls under, the person or the being or the entity that assumes this title and, accepts it, right? So I do think that overall, and, this also accounts for, when you're alone as well. Are you the same person when you're alone, when you're with other people that are your friends, or people that you're teaching, or with your, parents, or, with your race or other races, at work, in class, at school, what I'm saying, your gender, around men or women, your siblings, your other family, what I'm saying, when you're with strangers in public, and then this is in private. Are you all the same person, right? Are you all the same person in every case, in each case? And that's something that, you should really think about. You should ask. And, if not, do you want to be? And, or, if not, do you care, right? And if you are, do you want it to be that way, or do you want to be different? The point of this video was just kind of, bring this to light. And, yeah, just some, food for thought.